At the end of everyone's favorite television show is a list of credits recognizing the cast and crew. Following these comes a 5-second studio ID recognizing the production company. From the late 1950s to the early 1990s, these companies went from simple lettering on screen to stylized computer-animated logos, usually accompanied by bombastic synth music. For whatever reason, some of these logos struck terror into young viewers and became the thing of their nightmares. But what is it about these seemingly harmless logos that causes illogical fear? This is logophobia. Viacom, one of the leading television producers in the 1970s. They distributed classics such as I Love Lucy and The Andy Griffith Show, and they produced shows like Diagnosis Murder and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And if you saw their shows, you knew it. Following their programs came a powder blue background with loud growing music. Enter the V of Doom. This is known by many as one of the scariest logos of all time, and many children were reported to suffer nightmares from this logo. It's one of the first of many scary logos to come over the next 20 years. Other production companies such as Screen Gems, Paramount Television, PBS, and Lorimar Productions began distributing their own television IDs under the same basic design, crude animation, and alien-like synth music. These companies have all been known to have produced their own scary logos. Of these logos, one stands out as arguably the scariest logo of all time, ranking with the V of Doom. It's the Screen Gems logo, and is known as the S from Hell.
When the Flintstones were done and the theme music was over, I knew the exact spot. I remember specifically running away from it and hiding behind the couch.
Over the next 20 years, studios continued to roll out scary logos that shocked and terrified young viewers. Home entertainment, a new medium for watching movies, cartoons, and television series. Also a new medium for scary logos. The most infamous of these comes from the Walt Disney Company. Yes, Walt Disney Home Video is known as one of the scariest home video logos of all time.
It had Mickey Mouse, and it was Mickey Mouse in his the sorcerer uniform, and it spelled out the words Disney. I think it was a combination of the loud music and it was just suddenly there, out of nowhere. Didn't see it coming. Mickey Mouse was a familiar character to me, and I liked Mickey Mouse. And then when something like that scared me and came up out of nowhere and surprised me and scared me, that kind of ruined my image of Mickey Mouse, I guess.
This logo was used for a Russian home video company in the 1990s. It is translated to VID. Never used in America, this logo has become a viral hit on YouTube, where countless variations have made it one of the top-ranking scary logos. Many children have been said to suffer from logophobia, but their secrets stayed hidden, kept quiet from the world. Flash forward to the present day, where the internet has become the powerhouse of all things information. The internet has started a gathering of logophobics, and many realized they weren't alone.
The FHE logo always kind of freaked me out a little bit because it was like, kind of looked like it was just being painted on, and it was like, instead of being like crisp painted, it was like all gooey and stuff. I don't know, I really didn't like the gooey stuff. It looked like E.T. was finger painting and then drawing all the letters on, and it was just kind of gooey. That's it, gooey.
And it had the world and like little, like flashy banner things came out, and kids like hands and legs came out of the world. And it came on after Power Rangers. So I would watch it when I was little, and then when that came on, I'd get freaked out and have to turn it off and run out. I was always afraid when I was little, like getting eaten by like monsters and stuff like that. So when the kids came out of the world, I don't know, maybe something like that.
Many websites and blogs began to sprout, such as Club Screen Gems and ClosingLogos.com, along with various YouTube videos. These websites inspired a filmmaker to direct his own thoughts into his own movie. Rodney Ascher directed the short documentary The S from Hell in 2010. His film was shown at over 20 film festivals across America, including the Sundance Film Festival. Now the mind of a logophobic was being opened to the world.
I saw an image of the logo. It woke up these really long buried memories from when I was a kid and when I would see that logo coming on, after cartoons or syndicated shows in the afternoon. I wasn't exactly scared, but I was sort of confused and fascinated by the logo and other sort of graphics and images that were of a similar style. And I think it was something for me about really early electronic animation and synthesized music, and how robotic and alien it seemed to me. I decided to research, the whole phenomenon further, and sort of making the film for me was my way of organizing what I learned and trying to share those feelings with other people.
But what is it about these logos that makes them so scary? Perhaps there's more than meets the eye.
For some reason, it just made me like nervous. I don't know why.
Well, in the beginning it wasn't a problem at all, but I was pregnant, and so I would get up in the morning and just be violently ill and be sick all day long, and Rankin Bass movies over and over.
Probably because when you're younger, things just seem more dramatic, and then as we get older, I guess our senses kind of dim a little bit, so it's not as shocking.
I would think because, well, it was 16 years ago, I would have gotten over it. I haven't watched a Rankin Bass, that particular, I haven't seen anything with that. But I know when you were, bringing him up and showing him to me, when you brought that up, I didn't feel violently ill, but I did feel a little quiverings of ugh. It just brought back some bad memories. I just think I associated my feelings of nausea and, just those feelings of being sick to those movies.
Maybe because, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe we just get older and more mature and realize that it's not scary anymore. Maybe it was just a childish fear when we were younger.
The world may never know the exact reasons to why these logos are so scary, but one thing's for sure. Something in our minds, deep within our memories, has flipped a switch in our heads and triggered a fear that we can't fully explain. We suffer from logophobia.